All right.
So
Okay.
just a
Let's
short introduction for your students. I'm sure you don't need any introductions. If I remember, you are a history teacher, Amrita.
Yeah.
So you probably know more things than I do. But anyway.
Oh, no. Of course not. We are just trying to know, basically.
No, I'm sure you do.
Okay.
So we have
Should
in our
we-
ancient Greek mythology, we have the 12 Olympian gods. They lived on Mount Olympus, which is the highest mountain in Greece. But it was not only the 12 gods that lived up there. There were more gods. However, the 12 are the most important ones. There was another important god which we will tell you about. His name is Hades. He lived in the underworld. He didn't live in Mount Olympus. And we're also going to talk to you about a demigod today. Maybe you have heard of him. His name is Hercules. So I think, guys, it's time to start. And we're going to start with the king of the gods. Kostas, would you like to present us with your god?
Yes.
So you may start.
Zeus was the
Kostas,
king
you
of
may
the Greek
start.
god. He lived on Mount Olympus.
Costa Mu,
His
sorry,
symbol
sorry to stop you. Could you repeat his name, please? Because I was talking and the other people could not hear his name.
Okay. Zeus was the king of the Greek gods. He lived on Mount Olympus. His symbol was the bolt. He was a god of the sky and thunder. He was married goddess Hera. Demeter and Hestia were his sisters, and Poseidon and Hades were his brothers.
Okay, Dimitri, maybe you can show us a picture of Zeus.
Yeah, I have it. Can you not see?
No, what I see is the family tree only. We don't see Zeus.
Guys, you too, because I've moved on to the next slide.
No, we can't see. We see the family tree.
We see the family tree. So
let me do it once again, because for me.
One thing. Can you do one thing?
Again. So, what about now?
Yeah.
Now, yes. Now we can see
Okay,
Zeus.
probably my internet connection is really slow, so excuse me about that. Yeah.
Okay, so this is Zeus, the king of gods. We move on now to his wife. So, George Philippis, would you like to present us with his wife?
Can you see the next slide?
Yes, we do. We do.
Okay.
Now we do.
Hera was the wife of Zeus, or the queen of Mount Olympus. Hera was very powerful. She was the goddess of the women, marriage, and childbirth. She was very jealous of Zeus.
Indeed, she was jealous of Zeus.
I think she wanted to marry him.
Sorry, George?
I think Hera was trying to marry him.
I think she did marry him, but he was not very faithful to her. But anyway, that's another story. Let's move on to Manos Souris. Manos?
Yes.
Please?
Apollo.
No, Manos. Sorry, Manos. Manos from Senior B1.
Poseidon was one of the three most powerful Greek gods, together with Zeus and Hades, and was the god the ocean and water. He was important to Greek sailors and fishermen. His symbol was the trident.
And that's what you can see in the picture, him holding a trident. Joanna, I think it's your turn now.
Dionysus is the Lord God of wine and celebrations. He is the god of theater and art. His main symbol
is the grapevine. He is the son of Zeus and the youngest god.
Thank you. Let's move on now to Apollo. Mike?
Apollo was the god of archery, music, and light. His symbols are the sun, the bow and arrow, and the lyre. He could also heal people of bring lines.
Illness.
Illness. His twin sister was Artemis.
Okay, so Artemis was the twin sister of Apollo. So, Chrysla, I think it's yours.
Artemis was the goddess of the hand, archery, and animals. Her symbols were the moon, the bow and arrow, and the deer. Her twin brother was Apollo. She spent much of her time in the forest with hunting dogs, bears, and deer.
Lovely. Thank you, Chrysla. And now, Alexia, let's go to your god.
Hermes was the god of commerce and thieves. He was also the messenger of the gods. His symbols were the wheat sandals. He was the fastest of the gods and used his speed to carry messages for the other gods.
Because he was really fast, eh? Okay, let's go now to a goddess. This is the goddess who gave her name to our capital of Greece. Capital of Greece is Athens. So we're going to talk about Athena now.
Athena was the goddess of wisdom, defense, and war. His symbols were the owl and the olive branch. She invented the olive tree and gave it to the city of Athens as a present. So they became the patron god of the city of Athens.
And I don't know, guys, if you can see that picture. It's a golden statue, and it was in the Parthenon of Athens. Let's move on now to Andrew, your god.
Ares. Ares was the god of war. His symbols were the spear and shield. He was the son of Zeus and Hera, and other gods didn't like Ares very much because he was bad and cruel.
Okay, a beautiful one now. Aphrodite. Jimmy, she's yours.
Aphrodite is the god of love and beauty. Aphrodite is famous for his wings. She's the most beautiful of the goddesses. She won at the beauty contest and she had a belt to have the power to make people fall in love.
Okay, one little thing I would like to add here. The statue that you see in the picture, we call it Aphrodite of Milu, and you can see it if you go to France at the Louvre Museum. We don't have it in Greece, so it's you can go to visit it at the Louvre Museum in France. Let's continue with Konstantinos Kypreou. Konstantinos, yours?
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus was the Greek god of fire, craftsmen, and volcanoes. He lived in his own palace on Mount Olympus, where he made tools for the other gods. He was a kind and hard-working god, but also had a limp, and the other gods thought he was ugly.
Okay, and a goddess now, Helen, Demeter.
Demeter was the goddess of
of gardens and the seasons. His symbols were the wheat and the pig. He could choose the planets to grow and control the season. They could make people hungry.
Okay, with Demeter now, we have the 12 gods. However, as we said at the beginning, there is another very important god. Everybody hated him. His name was Hades. And Nick, we would like to hear about Hades, please.
Hades, the god of the underworld. He lived in an underworld, not on the Mount Olympus. He wore a helmet that made him invisible. He has a dog with 3 heads called Cerberus.
So when people died, he was the one who took them to their place. Finally, a demigod. His name was Hercules. Guys, maybe you have seen him in some films. I don't know if India Hercules is popular. His Greek name is Iraklis. That's what we call him in Greece. And Jimmy, tell us a few things about him.
Hercules was a demigod. He was the son of Zeus, and his mother was Alcmene, a beautiful human princess. He was the greatest hero in Greek mythology. He was very strong and fought many monsters in his adventures.
And as Jimmy said, he was a demigod because his dad was Zeus, a god, but his mom was a human, Alcmene. Amrita, we are ready with our presentation.